This is a beautiful and wonderfully written short horror film. Old style, dialogue heavy, with an unforgettable performance by actor Julian Glover. Exit is based on a short story. It's directed, co-edited and written by Daniel Zimbler. So make sure you follow Daniel, interact and support him on Twitter, and explore his website. It's now time for a special experience that you'll always remember.
This is Exit.
Clearly we'll live in the city.
Oh, no, we'll move to the country.
Yes, country.
Yes, exactly. The country is better for the soul.
soul. Yes, no, but I assure you that I know a chap called Roger Sloman who's found us a house in de Beauvoir in central London. So
I didn't say.
well, that, you know, I think it's probably preferable the city.
I imagine, yes.
If you had to
Once we
compare.
have children.
Yeah, but I mean, I assure you.
Queer thing about youth is that some of us never had it in the first place.
What a wonderful ceremony it was.
Thank you.
Just beautiful.
It's what every girl wants, isn't it?
And Paris for the honeymoon.
Oh, my dream.
Yes, as long as we don't come back smelling of cheese.
Jake, you love Paris.
He does. And it's fair to say that Paris loves him right back. Old Jake the Juggernaut. Quite unstoppable on our continental crusade.
Todman.
What? I left that out of the speech for your sake, Jezemy. Quite silly of me in hindsight. It is the best man's job, after all. How did that old motto go, Jake? Leave no skirt
Todman, for God's
unturned.
sake, shut up.
Must be the brandy talking. He's not normally so bad to his friends. Well, we've suddenly all got a bit gloomy, haven't we? Who'll do something to cheer us up on our last afternoon?
Everyone seemed quite cheerful a moment ago.
Oh, is that so?
I believe so, yes.
And I think you've just volunteered yourself.
Have I?
Surely a man of your age must have a tale or two. Or else you've been a bit boring.
Far from it. He's been to places you couldn't even imagine. Seen some queer things. Hey, Crispin.
A long time ago, John.
Yes, must have been a long time. How about an old yarn from an old soul, then?
Oh, I doubt my stories would interest you.
Oh, come on, we've all put something into the pot.
Even our good Uncle John pulled a rabbit out of a hat.
Plenty more tricks up my sleeve yet, if you'd fancy them.
Oh, yes, John, I
no.
do.
Go on, Giles. How about something to round off this double holiday?
Well, it doesn't interest me to bring a rabbit out of a hat. I'm more interested in the process of putting one back.
Sounds like the opposite of a good trick.
There's no trick. I should put it back so completely that you would never have had it at all.
I don't think we all follow you, Crispin.
Well, it's quite simple. Most of us are concerned in our lives with the business of making something, creating something, which had no previous existence. But there is another process which is perhaps less familiar. It is the process of making something which does exist cease to exist.
Sounds a bit like murder to me.
Of a type, perhaps, but not in the sense you imply. You see, if your heart suddenly stopped, your body would cease to function, but it would still be there. On the other hand, by decreating you, I should eliminate your body as well as your life. You would be sponged from the page of human history, for not even your memory would remain. There's no need to take such a grim topic any further. This is a celebration, isn't it? Christmas and wedding rolled into one. Isn't it, John?
Yes, it is. Let's have a toast.
And you claim to know this magic?
I doubt the ladies will want to pursue that.
Oh, my Jessamy's fearless as a tiger, aren't you, darling?
Well, in that case, let's proceed.
Go on, get on with it. Nonsense.
That's precisely the problem.
That it is nonsense?
Those who remain will think so. And how could I dissuade them with no material to prove otherwise?
So, we're asked to believe in black magic, but I refuse an example because the example wouldn't prove it. Bravo, Giles. It's watertight. I'm impressed you still have the faculties.
I have my moments. However, you've missed an important point.
What's that?
I haven't refused to give the example.
I'm not in on this. We leave for Paris in the morning.
We can't leave it in this state of uncertainty, Dove.
Uncertainty? But you don't believe it, do you?
Well, for Todman's sake, darling. It'd be bad form to leave the best man in such a pickle.
So, who's it to be then?
I don't know.
One have thought you'd know.
True, I begin the process, but after that it's out of my hands. The choice is not mine.
Then whose is it?
The processes.
The processes. Perhaps the process will choose you.
In that case, I won't have to listen to your triumph. Will someone draw the curtains, please? Do you feel something against your throat? That is how it happens. Something soft and fluttery, as though a giant moth were beating its wings against your thorax in a feeble effort to fly. Whoever is feeling it is thinking, I am imagining. It will pass. It will go. But it is not going, is it? Now, listen. Move your hand. Gently, gently. If you can, a further span of this overprized existence remains yours. But if you cannot, if you try to move your hand and there is no movement, if you try to cry out and there is no voice, if you try to think and there is no thought, only the fluttering, becoming more and more rapid, more and more intense, more and more suffocating. A body invading your own, atom by atom, until you have become one with it. and find it nothing. A small mist, a large mist, a limitless mist, sweeping you away into the fog of eternity. Where are you? Where are you? Who are you? Who were you?
Oh, Tubman. And I thought you would be the one who was for it.
No such luck, I'm afraid.
Well, you could have done me a good turn, Mr. Giles.
No, you wouldn't last 5 minutes without me.
Bit of a bad influence, is he? I'll see if I can do better next time.
I would imagine you would have a very good chance. He gets better every year.
Well, Tubman, we should be on our way, don't you think?
Yes, I'm sure Paris can hardly wait. What with old Jake the Juggernaut chomping at the bit.
Nonsense, nonsense.
Why do you think all the women are fleeing the city?